What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Gervonta Tank Davis. Good and bad news. Bad news first. Bad news is Gervonta Tank Davis pleads guilty for the 2020 hit-and-run case that he was involved in because it was witnessed that he was the driver that struck someone's vehicle and left the scene, which is considered a hit and run. The good news is he is being sentenced May 5th, that it opens his or clears his fight date with Ryan Garcia April 15th, which he shouldn't have a problem with. Let me counterpunch. I think Gervonta Tank Davis is used to the type of lifestyle, the court cases, the drama, the ridicule, and I think Gervonta is better with that type of situation. I think he's better with pressure because he's familiar with all the ins and outs on what goes on. However, I don't know how they will sentence him because a hit and run is pretty serious, okay? Because, you know, it depends on the prosecution and on how far they want to take it. You know, they could make him like an example, like Floyd Mayweather back in 2012 when he had an altercation with his child's mom, and they gave him 90 days in jail. Okay, it didn't matter how much money he had, he was going to do that time. So they may do that with Gervonta Tank Davis. Chances are they won't. Maybe they'll make him pay. I think, you know, he has the money. They just want that cash. You know, it's a shame to give money away. You know, because if you look back on all the problems and all the drama that he's caused, he's wasted a lot more money than he could, that in other words, he could have saved on down the line. But the good news is we're able to see him fight. Okay, so really, my opinion about Gervonta is I really don't care about what he does in his outside personal life. I don't really care. You know, I mean, he's not, you know, I'm worried about his boxing ability, what he can do in the ring. Now, when he becomes a champion and when people start looking up to him and he starts making a negative effect on him due to the things he does out of the ring and influence other people, other youth to do the same thing, that's where I have a problem and I have to counterpunch accordingly. But just something that he was involved in, you know, like these type of things, you know, and he was recognized as one of the guys that, of course, he was driving or whatever, you know, that's another issue because I'm able to look at other things besides that because, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, okay? It's not one of those things that I, you know, come out and become unglued. And there are things that people do that does make me sick, right? Gervonta is not really one of them, you know. He's not the top of the list, but he's not the bottom of the barrel either, you know. So the good news is he can focus on the Ryan Garcia fight, and he's going to need it because more than likely, most of that damn fight purse is going to go to taking care of that fine they're going to slap him with, one, you know, because he's already pleaded guilty. So they're going to want a hefty fine and maybe imprisonment. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Gervonta Tank Davis pleading guilty to the hit-and-run case in 2020. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.